happens.
Well, it's part of the problem. Like you're talking about defensively right now, Chicago in pick and roll situations. You can live with Varejao making jump shots off of pick and roll. You cannot allow him to set the screen and roll to the basket. That's bad team defense.
Exactly. You've got to make somebody else make a play. You can't give up layups. You can't give up free throws, and you can't give up wide open threes. So you got to take care of that somehow.
West creates some space. Too strong. Heinrich the rebound.
You know, Mike, that play is what you're talking about. If Delonte West makes a two-point step-back jump shot off a pick and roll, you can live with that. You just can't give him the easy ones.
Murray. One thing Murray can do, and throughout his career, bouncing around, he can score. This is his 8th year in the league. He's played for 8 different teams, and he's always had that ability to come off the bench and put some points on the board. Jamison, offensive foul, and that's his 2nd foul. And some nice defense there. Again, the Cavs, the Bulls, are a very good defensive team.
His 2nd personal. Team foul on the play.
That's a good call. Jamison barreled over the body of Ward. Clearly an offensive foul.
Team Ward also coming over in a mid-season trade.
And interesting, Mike, James usually rests about 6 minutes. In the first 6 minutes of the 2nd quarter here, only 3 minutes. Again, showing you the difference between regular season and playoffs.
Well, Williams' shot won't go. War came in that deal that saw John Salmons go to Milwaukee. Salmons was such a huge plus for them. Varejao the rebound. Kind of a cap space deal for them. As Mo Williams rushes down the floor. Good transition defense from Chicago. Ilgauskas left wide open. One of the best moments of this NBA season was when he returned. He was traded to Washington in that deal for Antoine Jamison. Waived by Washington. They had to wait to re-sign him from the collective bargaining agreement. And his first game back, there was such a warm welcome from him. As he said, he's so beloved here. And he deserved to be back here in the Cavs uniform.
It was a great moment for Ilgauskas and for the Cavaliers. But it's a bad rule in the NBA as James takes the foul.
James saw the foul coming as Miller grabbed him, and James kind of pushed off a little bit. The officials now discussing whether or not it's going to be a flagrant.
No, I think it's on James. They're calling something on James.
Miller and James jawing at each other. Miller just got hit with a technical foul for yelling at James. A technical foul on Miller. I think the personal on Miller as well. He sees it coming and just kind of pushes off after the contact from Miller. I don't think that should be a flagrant at all. That's just a good play to stop a layup. Well, the officials are going to work it out. We'll tell you what happens when we come back. Cavs up 14.
What's up, Stuart Scott in the studio. Here's the Wendy's real deal performer. Since John Salmons got traded to the Bucks, they have gone 22-8 down the stretch. You can check out the Bucks and the Hawks at 5:30 p.m. Eastern over on ESPN.
Welcome back to Cleveland. There's still 4 minutes gone by in the 2nd. Cavs by 14. Let's take a look at the Avatar DVD Blu-ray playoff journey. As we look at the Eastern Conference brackets, Jeff, I know which series you're most interested in. Mark, which one do you like?
Well, I like that 4-5 matchup. When you talk about the Celtics not finishing up strong, and then Miami, they will have the best player in the series in Dwayne Wade. That should be very, very interesting.
Well, I think this about that Boston-Miami series. Like you said, Dwayne Wade's going to be the best player on the floor. You always have a chance when that happens, and they're an outstanding defensive team. And, Mike, you talked about Orlando and Charlotte, gave me a little nudge. But I really do believe either Charlotte is going to win in 6 or Orlando will win in 7 because they have size with Ratliff, Chandler, and Mohammed to play Howard one-on-one and take fouls and put him on the free throw line. And I think it's going to come down to who plays better, Vince Carter or Steven Jackson.
This is where Steven Jackson plays his best as the underdog with no expectations. By the way, that scenario before the break. LeBron James and Brad Miller each with a technical, offsetting technicals. The personal foul was on Brad Miller. It was not a flagrant, clearly. And just 2 regular free throws. Warwick's jump shot won't go and West comes the other way. Team Warwick guarding LeBron James now. Good help defense, but it leaves a wide open Mo Williams. Ball batted by Ilgauskas. West looking for his shot.
You know, if you're going to rebound against the length of Cleveland, you better put more of an emphasis on blocking out, not just turning and searching the ball and trying to jump. They can just go up over you and back tap the ball.
James, good defense, but better offense there. Hakeem Warwick in his 5th year out of Syracuse. His first 4 years with Memphis, then he played half this year with Milwaukee before the trade coming to Chicago. 14-point game. We played 5 minutes here in the second. James strong to the basket and bangs it in. 7 points for James.
And I thought Cliff Murray did a good job rotating on that drive. It should have been a charge because he was outside the restricted area or a block because he was inside the restricted area.
Warwick. Ilgauskas tips it and a loose ball foul. It's going to go against Noah. And that'll be his second. And Shaquille O'Neal will return. Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson come in as well for Chicago. So Ilgauskas gets the big hand as he goes to the bench. Great start for O'Neal. 7 points and 3 rebounds.
Interestingly enough, offensively right now, the last 2 possessions, the Bulls deciding to attack LeBron James on the block with Warwick. I don't think you're going to get a steady diet as far as success is concerned beating the Cavs that way. Too much pride, too much strength, too much talent on the side of James.
James taking his time. Warwick dares him to shoot. Verjao, another offensive rebound. Alley-oop to James. Perfect pass from West, and it's the largest lead of the first half. Rose flips it up. Warwick mistimed it. Verjao goes crashing into the stands across the first row. Hope everybody's okay. They love Verjao for his hustle and energy. That's a prime example. One of the best defensive players, one of the best 6 men in the NBA.
I love this energy and effort. Willing to sacrifice your body, jump into the stands, and how about LeBron James? Sure, I missed the jump shot, but did you try to post me up on the other end? Take that. Grown man move.
The NBA playoffs on ABC, brought to you by Amway Global, where positivity powers our people, products, and businesses. The family comedy Furry Vengeance, starring Brendan Fraser, in theaters April 30th. And Budweiser, with full flavor and a crisp, clean finish. It's what we do.
Of course, this is Shaquille O'Neal's first game back after having surgery to repair a torn ligament in his right thumb. He calls the device that he is wearing on that right thumb a fakey thingy, jammy thingy. It's actually a little bit more complicated than that. I have it right here. Head trainer Max Benton gave it to me. It's a prosthetic protective shield that's going over